Recently, there's been a lot of talk about the law affecting people who are in the US without documents. It's a big topic in court and discussion. Even though being undocumented comes with a lot of problems, the Supreme Court has said that everyone, no matter their immigration status, has certain important rights. These rights come from the Constitution and past legal decisions help protect undocumented immigrants in different parts of their life. They cover things like getting a fair trial, going to school, and getting medical help. Knowing about this right is really important because it helps people understand how the law works when it comes to immigration and what freedom they have. What rights have been granted by the Supreme Court to unauthorized immigrants? In my presentation, I will display and explain the top 5 rights undocumented immigrants have in the US. Number 1, right to due process. Unauthorized immigrants have the right to due process under the law, which means they cannot be deprived of life, liberty, or property without fair legal procedure. As an example, if an unauthorized immigrant is arrested, they have the right a fair trial and legal representation, just like any other person accused of a crime. Number 2, right to legal protection. The Constitution of the U.S. guarantees legal protection under the law to everyone within the U.S. regardless of immigration status. One example more about it: undocumented immigrant children have the right to attend public school on the same basis as U.S. citizen children, as ruled in the Supreme Court in Plies Verdot in 1982. Number 3, the right to freedom of speech and religions. Undocumented immigrants have the same First Amendment right as citizens, including the right to freedom of speech, religion, and peaceful assembly. Let me illustrate that for you. An undocumented immigrant can participate in protests or worship at a religious institution without fee or government reprisal, just like a citizen can do. Number 4, the right to medical care in certain situations. In some cases, undocumented immigrants have been granted access to emergency medical care or certain public health services. To better help you understand this, let's take another example. If an undocumented immigrant is injured in a car accident, they can receive emergency medical treatment at a hospital, regardless of the immigration status. Last example about it, let's talk about the right to challenge unlawful detention or deportation. Undocumented immigrants have the right to challenge the detention or deportation if they believe it violates their constitutional right, or if they qualify for a certain form of relief under immigration law. Quick example: let's say undocumented immigrants who fear persecution or torture in their home country may seek asylum in the US and have the right to a fair hearing to present their case. There are just a few examples, but they illustrate how the Supreme Court has recognized certain rights for unauthorized immigrants within the US. If you have any question, please place them down below. Thank you.